We have ready from both players, so we can get game number 1 starting in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So yeah, NGC, player who really doesn't need much introductions here. 1.3 player, got it in the new year. Definitely one of the better players on the scene here. Deserved by far a pool 1 spot here. Elias, a newer player to the scene in terms of being like really good at the game. 1.2 player, got it in the one of the battle royale events, that one of the Tetris Wars events that Grand Designs hosts. And definitely a player on the rise, getting more and more consistent. Qualified for this Masters this month with a crazy score. So yeah, really a player who had a lot of potential here. Could definitely go under the radar and get some really impressive wins here. NGC man is also a very accomplished music composer here. Has the famous song "Where Did You Get That Long Bar From?" I got it from RNG, but I'm not gonna sing it. I would get copyrighted if I did. So not the best start here from both players. Both players at the mid 80k score right here at 33 lines. So 90 versus 60. Ooh, NGC needs a long bar here. Gonna get it in time. Didn't cover the well to avoid huge trouble here. Fortunately, the long bar showed up before it was necessary to take a compromising decision there. So yeah, Elias with the better board here can take this opportunity to really get a lead here, but this shouldn't be a top out from NGC. Just gonna take. Oh my gosh, so many squares there. That was like 5 squares and 7 pieces there. That was insane. Not the time to do so that high here. Limiting really his burning options here. More oh my gosh, what is this? More squares. Another one. Like, what is this? See it here. Oh no, the overshift from NGC, and he's gonna be done at 124 there. Oh my gosh, the squares were too much for NGC to handle, and then that overshift of the J is gonna be a top out. So Elias will take game number 1, and warm up is done there. Hopefully, that was very unfortunate. Like, wow. Yeah, I can definitely sympathize with that, NGC. I've had some very bad experiences NGC having to cover the well, they're gonna get a long bar to the left at the best timing there. Ooh, not gonna wait for a better piece there to reopen the well there. Gonna create the long bar dependency on the left, which is gonna backfire here as no favorable RNG followed that. But yeah, Elias also having to deal with a very big delayed burn here, so neither player is doing the best right now, I suppose. And yeah, NGC is gonna get a nice triple here, gonna reopen the well on the right. Elias needs a J piece or a long bar. The long bar will arrive. The well is back open here. Ooh, that square is gonna unallow the J to take the double there, but shouldn't be that big of an issue here. Taking the triple there, one more piece away from reopening the well. Elias does it. Now both players, Tetris ready, just waiting on the bar here. Tetris for Elias and for NGC earlier, so we are at 6-7 lines here, halfway to level 19. NGC at 218, Elias at 235. So yeah, very close game here. Elias with less than Tetris leads at this halfway point here. Ooh, no, yeah. Elias we saw him shaking his head there. Taking the triple, the long bar was there for the Tetris, but there was still a Tetris. DL would have been better to the left, but it's a very aggressive compromise, I suppose, there, which I totally understand. Ooh, and now Elias needs to be careful about that left side. The square makes it over, very crucial there, and the bar for the Tetris. And you see fighting back with the Tetris, so the lead is still... now it's increased for almost 400... it has increased to around 40,000 points here. And Elias would love AL for the spin there, didn't arrive in time there. Gonna have to find something else for the tuck there, and now it's gonna turn into a hole which Elias is content to build on top here. Yeah, not gonna set up for the dirty Tetris, gonna take the triple here. The widest approach, I would say. Ooh, NGC dirty Tetris right there, and with that burn, we'll reopen back on the right side here. Ooh, NGC missed the Vits there, but that was really hard to adjust because the better placement was far away from column 9. So I can't blame NGC for that. That's the only way you're gonna hit that Vits is if you're like thinking, yeah, I can get a Vits here, so let me try to put that to column 9 as default. If not, I'll adjust it back. You don't get any extra points for the Vits, so it's all good. Ooh, once Elias this time taking the late triple, couldn't use the long bar for the Tetris, but we'll get this one here. No Tetris for Elias, 425 for Elias, 399 for NGC, man. And yeah, we're approaching position here, less than 10 lines away, and the scores are really close here. It will come down to the level 19 play for sure here to determine the winner of this game number 2. That's for Elias, 471 transition, NGC man transitions at 446. Yeah, NGC has a hold there, but remains Tetris ready, keeps the well open, which is the most important thing you can do there. Gonna have to take some additional burns here. Ooh, but Elias also struggling just a little bit. Had the T-spin set up, but the T arrived one piece too late. Nice bar there to fill the dependency and really help Elias' board there. NGC also bringing the stack down to the bottom here. Elias keeping a nice double well, gets a Tetris, 538 for Elias, 482 for NGC as we're approaching level 21 here. NGC going for the column 6, gets it. Will NGC take the extra burns or will he keep heading up on column 7? I think he will take the extra burns here. There it is, so can start building back on the right side here. But Elias with the more efficient start here to level 19 for sure. The square didn't go to the left, but that's okay. Didn't trust the DAS there, which is perfectly reasonable there. You don't want to hang a square there, that's for sure. That's for NGC. 575 for NGC, 603 for Elias at level 23, so this is a Tetris game separating right now. NGC getting the bar for the Tetris, Elias ready here, waiting on the bar for the score, is gonna get it as well. So both players keeping it really close here in post, neither of them really going into any big digs here that really are hurting their efficiency here. Just playing some very smart text. But ooh, and Elias with DJ misdrop, and that's going to be really hard to survive here. Can't get anything to the left. That will be it for Elias at 643. NGC with that burn is good at 643, 680, and we'll take game number 2. And there's now 1-1 GG. So yeah, NGC ties the set 1-1 here. Well, you're not picking SPS here, you're just being forced to do so. So I guess it's the same. But yeah, seed is now E0. And once we have a ready from both players, we can start game number 3 here. We do have a ready from both players, so we can start game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And yeah, while both players are getting this started here, I would like to plug our match arena here. You don't need to do the command in chat, all you need to do is to click on the link. If you can contribute any amount of money, it would be very appreciated to reward our very skilled players here. There is prize money relative to the league phase only, so the first place after the 8 games will get 8% of the prize pool, second place will get 5%, and third place will get 3%, and all of the percentages left will go to the overall better placed players in stage 2, which are the knockout rounds. We are already at $200. I want to thank everyone who has contributed so far to the prize pool. T-Back with like half of the prize pool contributions, I think. So special thanks to T-Back as well, but also to all of the other contributors by contributing what they can. And yeah, after this set we will have Elias versus AVGig, 2 pool 2 players. Should be a very exciting matchup here. AVGig has been a player rising through the ranks, has recently made CTL Division 2 by defeating Toby in the playoffs, so definitely a player to keep an eye out for this tournament. Elias getting a little high, but going to get some nice pieces here to reopen that well in the middle. Going to reopen the well and get another long bar for the score. That was very fortunate RNG, if you ask me. It really was hard to screw that up there with those pieces, but yeah, Elias keeping good dust control there, I suppose. But yeah, that's a very unfortunate S piece though. That will delay Elias' dig here. NGC with a very strong start here at 235 at 50 lines. Ooh, Elias hanging the square on the right. And that will be it for Elias, I think. There's nothing Elias can get over to the right now. And that will be it. Early swap out there from Elias here. So NGC will take game number 3. And is now 2-1 up here. If NGC man wins one more game, then he will guarantee a draw here. Win 2 more games and you walk away with the set. Oh, it's Curry, my apologies. Oh yeah, I watched the game. Kirby had like a fire drill on the college dorm. Yeah, I don't know where I got Toby from. Robin went against Toby. Yeah, that's why I had that name in mind. Now, Dark Side is rollers. We don't talk about that here. NGC. Yeah, just keep incrementing F1. Yeah, this isn't like a race to max or anything like that, yeah. So yeah, we have ready from both players. We can start game number 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, let's go, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, this song has lyrics to it, but this is the instrumental one to not get copyrights, and you don't want a song with lyrics when you're commentating, it just makes it worse. So yeah, Elias winning the first game here, but NGC fighting back with 2 wins here. Elias with that unfortunate top out there in game number 3 will look to bounce back from that. So yeah, both players trading one out of the top out so far. Second game was the best game where we saw a game all the way to level 24. Both players keeping it really close, but Elias just with a very fatal miss shift. With DAS, you can't get anything over that. If this was for all Champions League, then it would have been easy shit for Elias to get out of that, but there is no Royal Champions League as of today. What a shame. $145 for NGC, 123 for Elias, but in terms of price, this is like neck and neck if Elias gets a Tetris here. And there it is, that will pretty much tie up the game here. So yeah, very close start here from both players. Elias adjusting the square there to create the top setup for the DJ piece. Nicely done there. We'll score another Tetris, both players just keeping it clean, keeping the efficiency pretty much the same here so far. Yeah, some nice micro adjustments are on display by Elias here. Good stuff here. Yeah, taking the triple there has to, and there's the long bar for Elias. So halfway point here, 291 for NGC man, 296 for Elias at the same line count, so it couldn't get much closer than this here. And yeah, this is a very high stakes match because the winner of this will go top of the league, which is where you want to be, of course. That's what Arsenal fans chant when they go top of the league, even though there's like 2/3 of the season to go. So you can be like an Arsenal fan and just start saying that, I suppose, if you're into being a retard. But I don't think that's like what these players are. They are very good at the game. That's just for NGC, man. Has a possible delayed burn setup here to solve. Would love an L piece. Yeah, the S will also do good here. Yeah, we aren't seeing any. Ooh, that's a very rough S piece. And yeah, NGC not really getting the most efficient solve out of that. RNG wasn't really helpful at that stage, I would suppose. Ooh, and then the S there didn't make room for the square, but that's like hard to think there. But nice adjustment with the T there to make room for the J piece. NGC is gonna have to be burning here just for a little bit here, but shouldn't be too much here. Elias once again getting high here. Ooh, goes for the late burn, which will work out there in the long term. We have 401 for both players, so both players burning and keeping the same efficiency once again here. Ooh, I don't like that long bar flutter from Elias, but this is actually getting kind of high here. And only 17 lines away from transition, so Elias needs to hurry up, bringing this down. Still has the time to do so. Just S, not the best pieces here. Gets the long bar all the way left. That will create some more room here to put other pieces here. But running out of options here and only 10 lines away from transition is Elias. Needs a long bar right here or something alternative to burn here. Wow, like Elias is doing such a good job here at bringing this down here. So smart. And has a decent shot here at survival. Square to the right. Wow, what a survival there from Elias. Keeping it very composed. Needs one piece to reopen the well, does it. And Tetris for Elias. 449 for Elias. 474 for NGC. That was masterfully done there from Elias. In a very controversial seed sequence there. But yeah, a little, ooh, the early shift there, but will regain dust just in time for the tuck. And the two Tetrises back to back. Elias in the lead at 503, but NGC at 481. Very close game here. Tetris for Elias. Elias missing the 2 geek spin, hits the S spin. Yeah, this is once again gonna come down to level 19. Both players transitioning with the around my apologies, around the same score here. Oh, but Elias here covers the well. Ooh, oh my gosh, this is getting really spicy here. But getting some good pieces and some good placements here to fix this. Needs a piece to the left, ideally a J or a long bar. Gets J, and now the well is back open once again, but these S's don't give much option here. Needs an L piece, can't get the L in time, and Elias can't do much more here. Can't get the bars to the left, which would have been the last glimmer of hope there, and will be done at 579. NGC, man, takes game number 4, and is now 3 games to 1 up, so has guaranteed 1 point here. Yeah, those S's were really fatal. I didn't know what to say there. Honestly, it looked like you were doing good, but then just yeses, and then there was no L. Yeah, the RNG was awful due to Elias' board state. Different placements cause different board states. Can cause to be affected by the same sequence. That's Tetris SPS 101 there. Thank you, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, that's very good observation there, NGC, yeah. Yeah, that's the way SPS goes, it gives you that advantage here. I think it's just a skill issue, it comes down to that, but yeah. You gotta train more. No, of course not. Well, this ain't CTL, you don't need to sweep here. Winning 4-0 or 4-2 gives you the same points. Yeah. There was one time when I was in Div 3 where I got promoted to Div 2. I won all of my games and most of them were deciders. And Knight came in second, 4-1, but was like only 1 point away. And had a shot at actually getting first place if she had won by 1 game more, but she didn't, so I got promoted to 2 like ages ago. Yeah, game difference matters, but it's only in case of a tie. Alright, so we have ready from both players, we can start. Game number 5. This is match point for NGC, man, in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. So the best Elias can hope for is a tie now. Winning the next 2 games would ensure a 1 point split for both players. NGC looking to close it out here in a 4-1 win, which would give a +3 game difference. Yeah, if game difference ends up being the same, no, you don't play all 6. That would leave too many. It would take too long in some cases. Well, I guess it would be the same, but nah, it's first to 4 because it's a best of 6. Because there's nothing, once your opponent won 4 games, there's nothing really to play for other than a better game difference, but I don't think that would have like a huge impact in the overall picture at the end. Well, I think like for the lower half, where you're like scraping for the playoff spots, then it may have a difference, I suppose. I would say like you would need like 9 points, 10, 8, 9, 10 to make it to the top 24. That would be my prediction. I don't know if you guys have a different view on that, if it requires more points or less points than 8, 9 or 10. And I would say like for top 8 it would be like somewhere between 15 to 18, maybe 16 points would be interesting. But yeah, we're approaching the 50 line mark here. Neither player going into any danger whatsoever. 196 for NGC, 199 for Elias. Yeah, I really like that last second clip with J there for NGC. Very good board awareness there. If we were to use a different point system, then it would make sense to play all games. But it would just get too complicated. This format is already way too complicated, unless if you're like a hardcore football fan. And even then, like, this hasn't even been done yet. The first edition of the UEFA Champions League with this format, the league matches for that will start in like 1 or 2 weeks. There are already, the draw has already come out and all that stuff. $266 for NGC, 353 for Elias. So Elias enjoying a nice what is 85,000 point lead here as we are approaching 100 lines here. So we haven't really seen any player get a lead early on in 18. This game is the exception by far here. Ooh, no. Oh no, that's some rough RNG there from NGC. Ooh, but the square double tuck, very nicely done there. Gonna spin the T there to create the S spin opportunity there. And NGC is back in here, very wisely done there. I was doing some mental math, wondering about games 1 being a tiebreaker. Yeah, so that would award the players that, well, yeah, how would that work? Yeah, you can win sets 4-0, 4-1 or 4-2. But that would imply a different game, a lesser game difference. I don't know how that, if that tiebreaker makes sense now. It's... Because let's say you do 2 games and one player wins 4-0, 4-1, and then the other one wins. Oh, I guess it might make sense at the end, but I don't know if you can have like. Oh yeah, it's a match. Yes. So NGC transition got 464. My apologies. Like this is a little late for me. But focusing on the match, Elias with a massive pace here, 621 at level 20. NGC gets a Tetris to go up 492. So Elias ahead by 130,000 points. Doesn't want NGC man to walk away with the easy W here. Gonna make NGC work for this. But yeah, performing better in losses still makes a difference. Yeah, I think so. My brain isn't working to do mental calculations now. My apologies. I'm good enough to give score updates though. 558 for NGC man, 690 for Elias. Elias keeping that lead he brought into transition here. Still ahead by 130,000 points here. Well, more like 100,000 points now. Ooh, that's an aggressive single there from Elias. I do not condone that move here. Ooh, didn't go for the S-spin, but we'll find some alternative solutions here. And now it's gonna, yeah, doesn't create the long bar dependency with the square. Very, very wisely here. Very wisely done here. And now I think we're going through a little bit of a drought here for both players. Like no bar in sight whatsoever. NGC with the easier board to maintain here. NGC is gonna get the long bar for the Tetris. Elias gets the bar, but it was to fix the stack here. So NGC with 2 Tetrises here, fighting back here, 667 versus 721 now. The lead is only 60,000, but Elias will fight back with a Tetris. There is an 8-line deficit though in terms of lines to Elias. So NGC has that advantage for 8 lines here. NGC gets Tetris ready here. Both players waiting on the long bar to score. NGC has to take the triple and another triple here. Couldn't get a Tetris with those 2 long bars. Will that prove fatal here? Elias 816 at 26, so that max out pace here for Elias. Gonna get a Tetris to go up to 851. NGC man 749. NGC really needs to start going aggressive here. I hope that Elias stops out here on 27. Otherwise, it's not gonna be chase downable here for NGC. Ooh, a mistake there from Elias, but it won't be costly for now. As some don't the overshifts. This might be NGC's chance here to catch up. Elias gets the long bar over, but what more can Elias do with this board here? 923 at 220. NGC's at 882. Can score 3 more Tetrises before kill screen. Elias needs to find some way to set up 1 more Tetris here to have a shot here. As NGC is going to get another Tetris. 917 versus 932. Yeah, Elias needs to set up here and hope that NGC can only get 1 Tetris here from now onwards. Elias doing the best he can to set up. Ooh, could have taken the single there, didn't. The long bar was next. And Elias tops out at 934. NGC, you need a Tetris to win here. No other outcome is possible. Triple won't be enough here. Actually, it might be. You need 934 for the win, and NGC gets it! Woo! Let's go! What a comeback there from NGC. NGC looked like he was out of the set there at level 26, but was able to really play aggressive there from 26 onwards. Elias had a mischief which really slowed him down. Had an opportunity there to set up a Tetris with the J single there. He would have still been at 229 lines, and then it would have been enough to win in oversight. I think I made a commentary error there. So a triple into 29 is 9,000 points. So NGC could have taken the triple and still won that, I think, but just barely. So yeah, NGC is going top of the league here with a 4-1 win. Congratulations. Let me report this here and see if we can see the league table in action here. Commiserations to Elias, very strong last game, but just when it mattered the most, it just wasn't meant to be, unfortunately there. But has a shot at redemption here against AV Geek, which will happen very, very shortly here. So yeah, just a second here, guys. I need just to adjust the size of the window here. There it is. Here's how the table looks like. NGC is top of the league here with the win. +3 game difference. Elias currently in last place, virtue of the negative game difference here. But has a shot at redemption here, so we'll see what this next set will bring us. We will take a short break and then we'll be back with AV Geek versus Elias here, so stay tuned.